Festive season is about to kick in, but before all the madness starts, I'm sneaking away for a quick road trip to Mahabaleshwar. It's going to be a beautiful long drive. It's about 150 kilometers from Pune. We are going to be exploring nice pit stops, best places to eat, and also all things that make this little getaway perfect. Let's go. Oh my god, I can't believe this is finally happening. We are off on a road trip from Pune to gorgeous Mahabaleshwar. Buckle up because it's going to be a very scenic, snack filled kind of a day. Okay, wait. Can we talk about this weather for a second? It's that perfect kind of road trip weather, cloudy skies, cool breeze, and just the right amount of sun peeking through. Like, hello, main character moment. And for those who don't know me, my name is Sonal and I'm the founder of Sosa Candles. The entire year we are busy making candles, but especially this time of the year after Raksha Bandhan until the end of the year is a very busy season for us. We are making so many candles, so many corporate gifts. So it just feels like I kind of deserve this short getaway for myself. And if you haven't explored our website yet, you can go on to sosahomebody.com and explore all our beautiful scented candles, car fresheners, and a lot more. For now, let's quickly begin with our trip. So, if you've never done this drive before, trust me, you're in for a treat. The Pune to Mahabaleshwar route is such a vibe. Lush green hills, windy roads, and oh, the little roadside stalls with hot vada paos and buttas. I'm already hungry. Guys, look at that valley view. Like, how is this real life? It's giving Pinterest meets monsoon romance, and we haven't even reached Mahabaleshwar yet. Guys, we're officially entering the Carters Tunnel, which, if you're from Pune or have ever taken this route, you know this is like the main character moment of the drive. It's like suddenly you're in a movie, it gets dark, the lights flicker, and you can't hear yourself think because everyone's honking for no reason. And somehow it's still kind of fun. Like, why do we all have to turn into this little chaos gremlins in here? Like, suddenly everyone becomes a DJ and the race car driver at the same time. But I love it. I live for the tunnel chaos. It's like a weird time capsule, 1.5 kilometers of drama, energy, echo, and then boom, back into the light, straight into those misty hills. And we're back in the land of trees and breeze. Carter's Tunnel, you're wild as always. 12 on 10 would honk again. Fun fact, the Carteret Tunnel is actually one of the longest road tunnels in Maharashtra. It connects Pune to the outskirts towards Satara and beyond. But to most of us, it's just that stretch where we turn into absolute drama queens for just 2 minutes. Guess where we stopped? McDonald's, baby, because no road trip is complete without at least one burger and fries situation, okay? So we have, stopped by at McD to just have like a quick bite, and I've taken a burger, and he's taken a burger too and fries. So yeah, let's go. This is what dreams are made of. I don't care what anyone says. McDonald's hits different when you're on the road. Also, can we please normalize craving burgers at 10 a.m.? So, guys, we just crossed the Khed Shivpuri toll, and just after we crossed the toll, we dropped off at a McDonald's, which is nearby on the left. We've had our burgers, and now it has already started to rain, so the weather is really, really nice and romantic. We are going to now straight away head towards Mahabaleshwar. I was trying to see if I could get a coffee, but there's no coffee available at all. So we'll just have to kind of manage and go straight to Mahabaleshwar and stop by and see what we have to eat there. I'm really enjoying my trip so far. It has become so cold. I've already worn my jacket, and yeah, it's also kind of raining, so it's just really nice. Plus, there is surprisingly no traffic on the route at all. Usually, when we go, there is like so many cars that keep going and stuff. But now, of course, we have some cars moving. But yeah, there's not at all, a single route where we're going to be stuck for a very long time, which is great, by the way. If you've been thinking about this trip, just do it. Whether it's for peace, the food, or just that road trip feeling with your favorite people, Mahabaleshwar is so worth it. And just look at this weather. Monsoon has clearly been working overtime. Everything's lush, green, and just you know that feeling when nature is giving Pinteresty energy? That's today. Current vibe. Windows down, music up, fries in hand, heart feeling so light. I genuinely love road trips. Something about in betweenness of it all. Like you're not where you were, but you're not quite where you're going, and that's kind of beautiful, right? Also, okay, I have to tell you something. I bought a bunch of Sosa candles with me on this trip because one, I am extra, and two, Mahabaleshwar evenings is a perfect excuse to light a cozy candle and just breathe. Okay, you guys, look at this view. I swear these hills are showing off today. Like, how do people just live near this? This is your cue to plan that trip you've been postponing. Seriously, life's too short to not eat corn in the road on the rain side of a mountain. There's something about roads like this twisty, unpredictable, but still leading somewhere beautiful. Kind of life, right? You don't always know what's around the bend, but you keep going, one turn at a time. It's so loud all the time notifications, expectations, to do lists, and then you come here and it's just quiet. Like the world is asking you to just be. And I'm learning sometimes that's enough. I needed this trip more than I realized, not just to escape the routine, but to remember that I can still be spontaneous, still get excited, and still feel wonder. Life gets heavy sometimes, but joy isn't gone. It just hides, and we have to go find it again. Don't think we talk enough about how much we quietly grow. Not the loud, Instagrammable kind, but the I'm handling things I used to fall apart over kind. I think road trips remind me of that. You're always moving forward, even if it doesn't feel fast. If you're watching this right now, I just want to say I'm glad you're here. Whether you're planning your own trip or just needed a break from the noise, I hope this gave you a little peace, a little joy. You deserve that. So we have crossed the Ghats and now we are just on our way to Mahabaleshwar. The usual left that is taken is closed because of some ongoing work. Hence we are just going right ahead and the weather is really nice. We are 54 kilometers away from Mahabaleshwar now and we are thinking to go to a really nice place and just have lunch. It's near the Parsi Point. So yeah, and yeah, I think everything is just so nice, when you're out and in nature. Plus there's so much greenery everywhere you look, whether it's on your right or your left, you're going to have beautiful peaks, valleys, and beautiful mountains that are just going to make your day. We're finally reaching the Parsi Point and it's been a really nice journey because one, traffic bilkul nahi tha, and two, the weather is so nice. Three is every time when you come in the nature, it probably switches your mood and you just start feeling so much less stressed. So ever since we've been on this trip, I have felt so relaxed and it's just been so nice that we're on the road and again, whenever you are going on a road trip, it's just so much more fun. So yeah, now let's quickly go to the place which I have been going to for years now. Their food is impeccable. If you are going on a road trip, please feel free to stop by to this place for lunch. We also stayed here so many times. It's just a so nice place. Let's quickly get down and visit this place. Alright, so I've just gotten out of the car and now we're just walking towards this place. This place is where the rivers coincide with the valleys and the view is just so nice. I just got to get a little on the corner because there are vehicles passing by. Let me quickly show you all this place. 1 minute from here is the Pasi point. So, all this while I could not find any traffic, but all of a sudden I've seen so many cars here. This is the Rainforest restaurant which I've been talking about. If I only get to cross this road. Hello. Alright. It's nice and windy today and I'm going to be really patient. Hi. So now we're entering the Rainforest restaurant. This is a really nice place. Let me quickly get inside. So this is how the place looks on the outside. As you can see, there's an entire sitting area. So we've reached the hotel and we are just waiting for the seats because it's a Sunday and we really wanted to get those Valley View seats, and I thought, it's okay if I've come all this far, I'll wait for the Valley View seats because the view is really nice. That I was talking about. Gorgeous. So we are at Hotel Rainforest and the view is amazing. I actually had to wait for a couple of minutes to get this seat, but I am thoroughly impressed and I'm so happy for the wait. So we are going to be ordering some stuff. We are getting, so here you get veg as well as non-veg, so you can have anything that you like. We have ordered chicken manchow soup because it's really nice and chilly here, so it'll be nice to have that. And then we've also gotten water, which is a basic. We are still deciding on what to have in terms of the starters, but from my personal experience, all the Chinese starters are really nice. For main course, we are going to go for chicken Hyderabadi biryani because their biryani is really nice, and if you ask them to up the spice level as well, they'll do it. And yeah, it's really tasty. The view from here is really gorgeous. I'll just show you all how it looks. Here you have the mountains and then you have the rivers as well, and it's just a very nice melody of nature. This place, Rainforest Restaurant, is what you get when you ask the universe for food and healing in the same location. We are right next to the Pasi point and just look at this view, you guys. I mean, can we take a second? It's giving tea therapy and maybe a dramatic cry if the strawberry cream just hits right. I swear even the fog here has a personality. It comes in like, I heard you were tired of a city noise, so I brought you this emotional blanket. Like, thank you. So I've got my chicken manchow soup and it looks really appetizing. Really nice. And the weather itself is so chilly that it's just making everything taste so good. So yeah, we're going to first finish up our soup and then we're going to move to our starters. Is it just me or does everything taste better in the hills? Next up we're having chicken Hyderabadi biryani, and it is really nice and tasty. Definitely give this a try. So we've just finished our lunch. The lunch was really nice. The weather is really nice and cold now, and it's not very crowded. Of course, there are vehicles here, but it's not very crowded, and we can also move around very freely. So now our next stop is to get into our hotel and just check in. And I also want to show you all the place that I am staying at. It's a really nice place and it has really nice lush green surroundings. So let's quickly get there. The main stay is at the main Mahabaleshwar market itself, and yeah, it's a very nice place. I want to first take you all there before I start revealing all the information. So yeah, let's quickly go. We made it! I'm so excited! Look at this fog, look at this cute surroundings. Oh my god, I'm already so excited. This place is a dream. Actually entered Mahabaleshwar, and there is literally zero visibility on the road. It's still 3 p.m. in the afternoon, but it is raining so heavily that it's all foggy, and yeah, we're just driving as slow as we can, and we're just trying to be as safe as we can. There is a lot of construction also happening on the street, and the roads are as bad as they can be. So I think our Indian roads, they are always a work in progress, so not a lot to say about that. It's like a massage journey, as you all can see. Our car is moving from right to left. Okay, you guys, we're almost there. Our stay for the next couple of days is this beautiful little forest resort called Citrus Chambers Mahabaleshwar. And I'm not even joking when I say I've been stalking this place on Instagram for weeks. Like, look at this, trees everywhere, mist in the air, and that postcard energy that makes you want to write poetry you'll never finish. It's nestled inside in this lush little corner of Mahabaleshwar. It honestly feels like we're entering a whole different world. The air smells like rain and peace. My skin already feels better. Wait, how is this real? It's giving old colonial charm meets cottagecore meets I need this in my life energy. The property is surrounded by greenery, birds chirping, little trails everywhere, and I just know I'm going to spend 80% of my time walking around pretending I'm in a fairy tale. There's something about forest resorts like this where everything slows down, your thoughts get quieter, your breathing gets deeper. It's like trees are gently telling you, hey, it's okay to rest now. I feel like I've been moving non stop lately, and Citrus Chambers already feels like that kind of place that holds you while you soften. Hi guys, so I'm officially in my room. We are in Citrus Chambers 1828. The happy part is that it's a very beautiful property, and there's just so much greenery around, and it's a very nice property. I'm going to show you all the entire property, and you're going to value it as much as I do. The only sad part that I notice is that Club Mahindra has taken over this property. So over the coming months, this property is not going to be available for general people, for general people like us to kind of book. So if you are watching this video, make sure to visit here at least once during your Mahabaleshwar stay, because it's 2 minutes away from the Mahabaleshwar market, and it's a very spacious place, and you're just going to love it. Whether you're coming here with your partner, with your family, it's just the nice place to be in. Let's quickly tour my room. So, as you can see, so the way they've designed is, if you see the design of this place, it's your Victorian era. It's the entire decor is inspired by the Victorian era. Look at the doors, then you have the windows here. Look at the chandelier. Let me quickly give you all a tour. So this is a table for your luggage and stuff. Then you have your side table, and then you have your bed. Then you have your TV here. Then adjacent to that is the cupboard, and then you get to your own personal, space to just get ready and feel fresh. I really like how this entire place is carved. I mean, the design part of everything, it is so aesthetic and it is so beautiful. I can't even get to begin on their woodwork. So this is their cupboard, and you get this entire storage space. It is a sliding cupboard. We've put our bags in here, and then there is a safe there as well. We won't need it. And yeah, this is the bathroom. So let's quickly just tour the bathroom. It is as beautiful as the entire spaces as well. So here you get a hair dryer, and then you have this plush sink, and yeah, this is a very nice mirror, and then they have these beautiful paintings all across, which just adds to the decor. And here you have the bathroom. I'm very happy with the amount of cleanliness they have maintained. Usually my biggest pet peeve is that places, even though they are hotels, they're not very well maintained, and hence, you want to only look at places that are slightly expensive, because then you can expect good service. Alright, so here I am. This is a really, really nice place. I mean, it's a great value for money. Plus, if you are coming with your loved ones, your family members, you are going to love this place. One is that the aesthetic of this place, it looks like a Victorian era place. It's not like brick and mortar kind of a thing. Everything is so thoughtfully done. No wonder why Mahindra is taking over this place. Plus, what I really liked about this is there's so much aesthetics. The place is really nice and tidy, and we paid around 6,000 rupees for a one night stay, and that also includes a buffet continental breakfast. The place itself is really, really nice and big. There is also a veranda on the outside that you can access. A few things that kind of stood out to me is that you don't have to operate everything via multiple buttons. They have this one remote where you can operate your fans, your AC, everything from there. They also have a mini fridge in here, and the basic toiletries like your coffees and stuff are already available. If you want to have your evening coffees and stuff, you could still do that. Plus, I feel why this property is a banger is because it is 2 minutes away from the main market. If you've ever been to the main market, if you've seen the rooms there, they're very, very tiny, not maintained, and really, really old as well. And you won't really feel that great, which is why most of the people, they would stay somewhere near Panchgani, because there the places are a lot well maintained. But still, you'd want to be around here is because it's a lot of hustle bustle, and then you have the market and stuff. So it's like a steal deal for me to be able to find this place. Sadly, we won't be able to have this place in the coming months because it's getting taken over. But yeah, I do look forward to coming back and exploring more places in the near vicinity where we have, a great tariff, and still enjoy the local place, and just love to shop and stuff as well. So now it's around 3:34 and it's raining outside. So what we're going to do is we're just going to chill in the room for some time, and then we're going to go in the restaurant and probably have a coffee or so. We were expecting that it's not going to be raining, but it has been raining continuously. So we are thinking that we will mostly visit the market and see if there's anything that we can buy. And I'm so looking forward to have the Mahabaleshwar strawberry cream. It's like a ritual. If you are here, you have to have the strawberry cream. It is so nice. And there are also a lot of cafes here that you can visit if you want to just have some cozy time here. So yeah, we're just kind of getting out now and visiting the restaurant, and I'll also give you all the tour of this entire hotel. Let's go. So I'm just kind of exploring the place, and it is so nice and so cold. I had to wear my jacket. As you can see, everywhere around me it's all foggy, and that's the restaurant. So we're going to quickly explore the restaurant, and like I said, since the market is just very close by, we are going to go to the market and just explore things there. Let's quickly go on to the restaurant first. Alright babes, welcome to the supper hall. This is the in-house restaurant at Citrus Chambers, and it is just charm overload. You can do both lunch and dinner here. It's an a la carte, so it's giving cozy meets classy. Like sit down, take your time, don't rush. The kind of place where you eat slow and talk deep. Look at this vibe, colonial style elegance, these tall windows, warm furniture. It feels like something out of an old world novel. Okay, cuteness overload alert. So right near the garden area at Citrus Chambers, there's this adorable little play zone for kids, and I swear it looks like happiness just exploded in rainbow colors. If you're coming here with little ones, or even if you are just a grown up who still loves a swing, no judgment, this place has major wholesome vibes. It's tucked into this green little pocket of the resort, so you're still surrounded by trees and fresh air while the kids do their thing. You sip your chai, they burn off that strawberry milkshake, everyone wins. There's something so pure about watching kids play. No rush, no filters, just joy, loud, messy, and magical. And in a world that's constantly on fast forward, maybe this is the reminder we all need to sing a little, laugh big, and let ourselves be free. So this is the open space as soon as you enter the 1828 Citrus Chambers. As you can see, there's a lot of space here, to kind of hang out and to kind of chill. There's also a swimming pool and a spa here. But as you can see, the weather is as such, you just really want to cuddle in bed and just relax. Let us quickly go and see the swimming pool as well. Everywhere I kind of walk, the visibility is kind of limited, and it's really nice and really foggy. I had kind of thought that it's going to be nice and cold, but yeah, it's been raining here ever since May, so hence. This is the swimming pool, and this is the spa. Droplets of water are falling on my face. Now I'm just going to head out and explore the market. I'm just very keen on exploring the market. It's kind of a very special memory. I've been coming here for so many years now, and the very fact that this is so close to Mumbai and so close to Pune as well, and it's a complete different place. It's a place where time stands still. It almost feels as if time has paused. The life is not very fast, it is slow. People take their time to enjoy life, and the most beautiful thing about this place is the weather. The weather is so nice. I mean, when I first started making money and when I first got my job, I rushed to book a ticket and visit here, and I was just so happy and engulfed with the kind of weather that they have here and just everything about this space, especially the strawberry cream and other things. So yeah, I'm just hoping to be able to explore everything or as much as I can, because Again, it's raining a lot, so the boating and all might not be possible. So I'll just have to try and see what all is available and what all can be done feasibly in this weather. But yeah, for now I love this weather. So now we've kind of exited the hotel and now we're walking towards the market. The market is just 2 minutes away, as I said. So we're just going to walk downhill. Let me quickly show you how it looks. And I'm waterfalling on my face. I just need to get my umbrella open first. Okay, so here's the part that just sealed the deal for me. The Mahabaleshwar market. It's literally a 2 minute walk from the resort. Like 2 minutes, guys. That's less than a voice note from your toxic ex. So here's the vibe. You spend your day surrounded by trees, fog, and peace at Shrishti's Chambers, and then when that inner shopaholic whispers, boom, you're in the market picking strawberries, buying unnecessary but cute woolens, and pretending you need more chicky. It's giving balance, forest by day, shopping by dusk, candlelight dinner at the supper hall, and then a late night walk for strawberries and socks you didn't plan to buy but somehow needed. Also, shout out to the pure joy of walking. No taxis, no traffic, no Google Maps stress, just vibes, fogs, and a street full of goodies. I love that everything is right here, but I still feel far away. From everything that drains me. So we've come to Hotel Poonam. It's a very nice hotel here, and it's a ritual that you have to try their tea. The tea is really, really good, and their dosas as well are very, very nice. So we've ordered tea, dosas, and some pakoras to go with. So yeah, let's quickly begin. Be quiet because it's raining and it's very, very foggy. So it was just a very nice and peaceful walk. I was very surprised that the hotel is so close to the market, and all this while we would stay at Panchgani and then come here. I did not know that there was nicer places here itself. So I think I'm looking forward to exploring more nicer places in Mahabaleshwar. If you have enjoyed this vlog so far, do give me a like and subscribe to our channel so that you can continue to watch all the new places that I go to and also plan your travels. So this is the jumbo sized masala dosa that we ate here. It is so nice and scrumptious. Always ask for extra chutney. Okay, we're back from the market, bags full of chaos, heart full of foggy joy, and now we're stepping back into this dreamy little time capsule. Look at this reception, you guys, colonial style charm central. Like the moment you walk in, it feels like you've entered an old British bungalow in the middle of a forest where everyone has good handwriting and drinks tea from porcelain. There's something about this place that makes you slow your steps. The high ceilings, the quiet, the way everything feels like it's been here forever. It's not loud or flashy, it's timeless, gentle, steady. And in a world where everything's rushing, this kind of stillness feels like a luxury. Also, 10 on 10 for aesthetics. Like if I was a novel and want my main character moment to happen right here. Maybe checking in, lost in thought, not knowing my life's about to change. Just casual. So we hung out at the market for a bit. We also had snacks at Poonam restaurant, and since it was very hazy and it was so foggy, we just thought we were going to take it easy and we were just going to relax. So yeah, we just had a very nice peaceful walk, and now we're back in the hotel. We are planning to have our dinner at the hotel itself. The hotel is really nice and very peaceful. It's a family hotel. So yeah, I just like the place. Now we're probably going to have our dinner and then go off to sleep. Tomorrow morning we are planning to visit Mapro. I did check locally. It's not really possible to visit any points as of the moment because it's just too foggy and the visibility is as good as none. So we are just going to visit Macro Garden tomorrow, and then we're going to head home. Good morning, beautiful people. I woke up to birds, mist, and the smell of wet trees. You know that kind of morning where everything feels still, like the world's holding its breath for just 1 second. Lit my candle, of course, journaled a bit, and now it's time for my favorite part of any vacation, breakfast. Heading over to the supper hall now. It's just a short stroll through the garden, and honestly, it feels like I'm walking through a period drama set. Like, where's my handwritten love letter and lace parasol? Okay, look at this spread. It's a full on continental breakfast: toast, scrambled eggs, fruit, fresh juices, croissant that flake just right, and coffee that smells like it's about to solve all my problems. I am telling you, there's something extra comforting about having a slow breakfast in a place like this. No rushing, no notifications, just food, silence, and your thoughts finding space again. Mornings like these remind me how simple joy can be: a warm cup, fresh air, a plate, something made with love, and suddenly you feel full in a way that has nothing to do with food. Okay, so here's the plate, and listen, I tried my best to be a responsible adult this morning. We've got some sauteed veggies for fibers, some eggs for protein, and the croissant I didn't show you because boundaries. But no, really, I'm actually proud of this plate. It's giving soft girl wellness, but also don't talk to me before coffee. Hi guys, so we've started our journey back to Mapro Gardens, and it's just so nice. I don't feel like leaving this place, but I have to leave so I can come back again. Now, as you can see, it's really quiet. It is 11 a.m. in the morning, and it feels as if it's 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. And here the life is really nice and slow, Susegat types. So people don't really get out of the homes very early unless they have work to do. So now we are around 10 kilometers away from Mapro Garden. So we are going to quickly drive and reach Mapro Garden. If you are coming during this time, please make sure that you have your own vehicle, because since it's raining so much, there will not be a lot of private travelers available as well. So you want to have your own car to commute from one place to another. It's ringing because I have forgotten to wear my seat belt. So let me quickly wear my seat belt. And this is Vena Lake, calm water, misty hills, and that quiet that just wraps around you, whether you paddle or just sit and drift. It's the softest kind of magic. I guess so. We've reached Mapro Gardens. As you can see, behind me is Mapro Gardens, and we are just going to be visiting there. It's a complete, how do I say, visiting and shopping experience, because they have this big mall where you just buy all their chocolates and all their confectionaries and all stuff that you get. And then there is also a garden where you can rest, hang out, and just explore the greenery and stuff. So let's quickly go to the garden. Okay fam, welcome to Mapro Garden, basically the Disneyland of Mahabaleshwar minus the roller coasters, but with way better strawberries. It's one of those places that has just something for everyone. Kids have an open space to run wild. There are little games and rides tucked in the corners, and for all my grown-up babies, the photo ops are elite. Like, bring your best outfit because you will want pics with the giant strawberry. And the cafe's here, chef's kiss. You can grab sandwiches, pizzas, pastas, and of course the iconic strawberry cream that's basically a rite of passage when you come here. Macro Garden is where families laugh loud, kids play free, and adults rediscover joy in the little things. A strawberry in one hand, phone in other, and somehow everyone feels like a kid again. It's green, it's joyful, it smells like fruit and waffles, and honestly, it's a must stop when you're in Mahabaleshwar. Even if you don't have kids, your inner child will thank you. Okay, so I told myself I'm just going to look and now I'm holding 3 jars of jams, a scarf I don't need, and possibly some chicky I'm going to pretend is a gift, but I absolutely keep for myself. This is the danger zone, you guys, because everything is cute, everything smells good, and everything feels absolutely essential in the moment. Oh, look, handmade chocolates. Do I even need more chocolates? No. I'm going to eat all of them like a Victorian ghost. Absolutely. Wait, are these new snacks? I live in Pune, but now I need all of this for my imaginary winter lifestyle. And don't even get me started on the syrups. I'm in my strawberry everything era. It's fine. Shopping here is just fun, relaxed. It's colorful, it's full of personality, kind of Mahabaleshwar itself. You don't come here with a list, you just let the place surprise you. Can we just take a moment and appreciate this market scene, because it's not just any market, it's a chaotic little festival that never ends. Every corner has something you didn't plan to buy but now can't leave without. Like, how did I end up with a homemade jam, two shawls, a magnet, and a wooden spoon? There's music playing from shops, kids running around with cotton candies, aunties bargaining like their lives depend on it, and you're just caught in this sweet, slightly chaotic whirlwind. You walk in with zero expectations and walk out with a bag full of joy and your wallet crying softly. Also, important, please do not underestimate how much energy it takes to shop here. I took 3 snack breaks, one chai stop, and almost bought socks. I just could sit down and recover. So if you're in Mahabaleshwar, make the time for the market. Don't rush. Get lost in the tiny lanes, eat random things, talk to the shopkeepers, pick something weird and wonderful, because sometimes the best part of a trip is what you didn't plan. The shopping, we are just moving towards the garden. It's already very early in the morning and we had a very nice breakfast. So as much as I kept saying I'm going to have the strawberry cream, I don't really feel like I want to have it, but we're still going to move towards the restaurant and see if I change my mind. Otherwise, if you all can see, it's a really nice place. It has a lot of greenery and a lot of nature, something that we don't find in the city so often. And the view from here is really nice, is because they also have their own strawberry farms, so which is a delight to see during the rainy seasons. Of course, during the winters strawberries are grown, so now they're going to start prepping for it. Let me quickly show you all the garden and also the farm. So we've officially entered the strawberry dreamland. Look at this, guys. Rows and rows of strawberry planted plants, garden path lined with flowers, and that fresh mountain air that smells like earth, fruit, and freedom. This is one of those moments where everything just feels soft. The noise fades, your shoulders drop, you're not thinking about emails or deadlines, you're just here in the strawberry scented pocket of peace. Right, guys, it's officially time to say goodbye to Mahabaleshwar and head back to Pune. And yes, I am driving, which is why my partner is currently holding his breath, gripping the door handle like it's a seatbelt upgrade, and quietly reconsidering all his life choices. Listen, I'm not a bad driver, I'm just a little passionate on curves and slightly creative with brakes. It's called character, babe. But honestly, I love driving in the hills. There's something so peaceful about winding roads, foggy views, and a good playlist, and the freedom of the open road, especially after a trip that felt this full, this soft, this healing. It's giving road therapy with snacks on the side. Every journey has to end, but in the between, that's where the memories live. The detours, the laughs, the markets, the chai break. That's a real magic, and I'm taking all of it home with me. Alright, fam, if you vibed with me on this road trip, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next adventure. And if you want more behind the scenes, messy realness, and strawberry craving craves, come hang out with me on Instagram at the Sonal Way. Thank you for coming along. See you on the next one. Bye.